The list is long. Senior management at the hospital, Hampshire Police, the Crown Prosecution Service, the General Medical Council and the Nursing and Midwifery Council, all complicit in failing to protect patients and save lives at Gosport Hospital. Professor Richard Baker tried to highlight these failings 15 years ago. He wrote a report and handed it in to the Department of Health, only to find it mothballed for the next decade.
I wasn't initially surprised, but it just it obviously went on, and that was the same advice. So rather than be surprised that that happened, I think probably I felt anxious about the delay.
Norman Lamb was a minister in the Department of Health and a campaigner for the truth on Gosport, but even he couldn't get access to the Baker report. Now he fears an establishment cover-up.
That report sat in the Department of Health for 10 years. Apparently it couldn't be published because of legal advice. Was that legal advice right? Because it seems extraordinary to me that it had to be kept private and that families were denied the truth about what had happened to their loved ones.
Now they know. The independent panel uncovered systematic institutional failures. In its criticism of Hampshire Constabulary, the report points to investigations that were limited in their depth and the range of possible offences pursued. The CPS is queried for not considering a charge of corporate liability. And both the General Medical Council and the Nursing and Midwifery Council are criticised for a 10-year delay in bringing disciplinary action against Dr. Barton.
What has to be recognised by those who head up our public institutions is how difficult it is for ordinary people to challenge the closing of ranks of those who hold power. It is a lonely place seeking answers that others wish you were not asking.
Certainly for Gillian Mackenzie after a 20-year battle for justice.
I want quite a speedy action to get the 15 strongest cases into the criminal court.
Most of all, she wants to live to see a conclusion for her mother, Gladys Richards, who died in 1998.
I wish I was 20 years younger so that I could still fight as strongly as I have done.
The panel said it wasn't for them to ascribe criminal responsibility. Relatives hope that will happen when the police launch a new investigation. Juliet Bremner, News at 10.